Now we have another dream from Nicola. It's a bit longer. In this dream, Nicola is arrested for stealing a car and driving it naked. The dream is about unjustly getting in trouble for being yourself. But let's see how that is encoded in symbolic form. She says, I'm at the shop searching for a notebook. I pick a pretty one, then realize I know the girl next to me from school and we never got along. I notice she has the same notebook in her hand, so I put mine back, not wanting the same as her. Not good. So that's negative influence from the past hold you back. Even if it's something you're meant to do, you hold yourself back because of that negative influence. The dream is bringing you back to the past, obviously, because it's a girl from your past. When you knew this girl, it's a regular notebook for writing in. Well, really, that's a question. Is it a regular notebook for writing in? Then it is holding you back from writing. And if you were going to use it for something specific, that will tailor the meaning. You're also a hands-on healer, by the way. But I have written down, do you use this gift? So it's a question. Do you use it? And we know because that reference to hand there. Anyway, next part of the dream. Next time at my best friend's childhood parents' home. Okay, that's a bit of a brain twister. In bed naked, going to sleep with her next to me and her brother next to her. This again brings you back to childhood and your parents' influence. I know it's her parents in the dream, but it's really about yours. Being naked is about being able to be yourself. So were you able to be yourself around this friend? This shows how who is around you impacts your ability to be yourself. Her being with her brother in bed is about her masculine side being balanced. There are lots of traits to the masculine aspect, so you need to find the one that matches you specifically for this dream. In your case, I think it is about the ability to be around others and still be yourself, to not lose yourself in the crowd by focusing on what they are doing or what they want, even if you do not want what they want. It still overtakes what you would be doing if not in their presence. Now, this really comes down to parents, which is why they're mentioned in the dream. But again, it's your parents that are the key, though. So they're the ones that are influencing you either to go the opposite way and then avoid what you're meant to be doing, or just influencing you and you losing yourself. Next part of the dream. I suddenly realize I need to go back to town to finish running some errands. Well, clearly, your work isn't done. Shops at the start are all about needs, something you need to do, or something you're responsible for. So here it's the same thing. I use her brother's car but get stopped by the police only in the next village. They arrest me for being naked and taking someone else's car. I try to explain that the person who owns the car won't mind at all. Okay, well, this is the key. Being naked is about being yourself, and you get arrested for it. So this means that your parents or those in authority were not happy when you were being yourself, and you are still impacted by that today. Only in the next village means you don't get far before you get reined in. So did your parents always tell you to stop copying others? That's what driving someone else's car is about. It also means that you take on other people's issues as your own, or other people's karma. So the irony is that your parents tell you to be yourself, but then accuse you of not being yourself when you are. Now, it is the feeling that comes up for you around this. So look for that. Identify the feeling. That's what you need to work on to let go. A lot of the times, that's what it is about, bringing up the feeling. The station becomes a changing room, and I appear to be on a hen party with girls I know from my past and present milling around. I'm more relaxed, but I don't really like anyone. I don't really feel like anyone here is my genuine friend, and still have the constant feeling that I have been in trouble unjustly. Okay, well, that's the feeling. I said, look for a feeling. There it is straight away. The feeling of being in trouble unjustly. So your guides, who are the police in the dream, are helping to bring this up for you, bring that feeling up for you. Note, it's all women, or more significantly, there's no males there. They're all absent. And this is the aim of the dream, to reconnect you or heal a male aspect. Then you say, we end up out of town, but I'm not doing much partying. I'm looking for my friend's brother in the busy bars to discuss what happened with the police and his car the night before. I know he will look after me, but every time I get to him, we're both interrupted or distracted by others. So I like when you say, I know he will look after me. So this is the goal of the dream and the connection you need to make, the lost connection with your masculine side. So reconnecting with the brother is your masculine side. And then once you do that, you know you're going to be okay. By the way, bars are about suppression of feelings, so they're not good. And the partying references are about birth and not really celebrating, because you're saying, I'm not really partying with them, even though it's an M party. So you don't really celebrate the fact that you're here. And that comes from birth. Anyway, kind of glossing over that. You say, I end up leaving town with either my husband or best friend on a bus. So I'm going to go with the husband, because this is really about you connecting with masculine side. But it's somebody you say that you're definitely comfortable with. And then a woman sat in front of us tells us she won £1,000 on the lottery. And she shows the winning numbers, and they're mostly low, like 7 and 9. And you're surprised that they won with such little range. I used to be in a lottery syndicate in Ireland, and there was 6 numbers is all you had to pick out of 42. And that's what they drew in the lottery draw. And when I collected the ticket stubs that everybody filled in one week, one person had filled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I was livid. I was like, how is that going to win? Even though I'm really good at mathematics, it was my best subject. There is as much chance of that coming up as there is of any other combination of numbers coming up. And the irony was, even though I was mad about that, that was the ticket that we won on for that particular weekend draw. We didn't win a lot, but it was like a few hundred, but it was still funny. Anyway, there you are in the dream, even thinking your own logic saying, hey, that's not a good range. But basically what this means is reconnecting with your masculine side will pay dividends for you. Because you're leaving with this male, even if it's your husband, that's all good. And that's the point. I do love the numbers. 1,000 is about your own path. 1 is about your own path. Giving you permission to be selfish in a way. It seems selfish. It seems selfish to other people, or you might feel it's selfish yourself, but it's not. You have something you're here to do, and that's what you should be doing. And you shouldn't be doing anything else. At least not making anything else a priority, especially other people's causes. The 7 and 9 are also fantastic. 7 is a spiritual number, so you're meant to work in the spiritual field. And the 9 says that if you do what you came here to do, that this is your last necessary earth life. Now that's golden. You don't ever want to ignore that. It's really good to see in a dream, but it's also kind of like a kick in the butt, because it's saying this is your last life if you do these things. So that's the kick part. Then you say it's a very friendly atmosphere on the bus, and we all discuss what we would do with the money if we won the lottery. I say I would first make lots of updates to my house, like adding a window seat. A man nearby asks what a window seat is. Really? I show him, and he is super impressed. It is then our stop, so we get off the bus at my home. But it's not your home. It's one you've never seen before in real life. So where you're going to end up is not where you think. That's what that little part means. So this is where it would be good to be talking to you in reality. Why a window seat? What does it mean to you? Anyway, what's good is that it allows you to sit in the light with a connection to your higher self. That's what a window is really about in a dream. And then you're going to have a seat at the window, which is perfect. I like the casual interaction with the man at the end, and that he is super impressed. Do you often feel that people are not impressed with you? Is fear of people not being impressed one of the reasons you hold back? And that's a masculine energy thing. So you need to cut the ties. Contact me if you're interested. You can always contact me if you have any questions about that. But the funny thing is, it might not be with dad. It could be with mom. What were the traits of the girl from the school that you didn't like at the very start of this dream? If she had strong, unbalanced masculine traits, such as being very controlling, it is likely you need to cut the ties with mom to fix this masculine energy imbalance. And there we have it. I hope that makes a lot of sense for you. It should. Thank you for watching this clip from the Dream Interpretation Podcast. If you want to hear the whole show, there's a link directly under this video. Please like and share with your friends, all of your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast at thedreaminterpretationpodcast.com That's also where you can submit your dream to the show and have yours featured. You can also download my free dictionary that has thousands of symbols that will help you understand the meaning of your dreams. Thanks for listening.